was just a week and a half ago, and everybody kind of goes, oh, I just don't know if you can recover in time to be here, but you know what? Yeah, you live once. So, my story starts about 10 years ago. I was 29 years old, and I was just married by a few months, and I have no history of colorectal cancer in my family at all. So this was all a complete surprise with diagnosis, and it was my husband who made me go to the hospital and find a new doctor. I know, I'm fine, it's just a fever. Oh, it's just a little bit of stomach cramps, I'll be fine. Well, when we got there, they weighed me in and found that I was all of 85 pounds. Now, I'm small to begin with, but 85 pounds is small even for me. So immediately something was wrong, and they sent me in for a colonoscopy, and right away they found that I was stage 3. That has since progressed to stage 4. I was a part of a cancer center up north because we lived in Sonoma at the time, and it was great in traditional therapy. It bought me 10 years of life. It has given me years in between treatments of being able to live and love life, which is actually what drew me to Gloria and Wonderglow in the first place, which in turn, of course, thankfully drew me to Dr. Lenz. But during this time, it was always just surviving. It wasn't a cure, it was just surviving, and it was making it that much further to be at a milestone, to see my daughter grow up, to see her graduate high school now and go into college. So in between these love life moments, people asked me, well, how is it that you're always smiling? You should, cancer has thrown you down, it's beat you up, it's punched you, and you just pop back up every single time. You're wondering like one of those clown dolls that you just can't knock down. And so I keep coming back, well, you know what it is? You just have to seize every little bit of things in your life that give you that hope and happiness and push you forward. And that hope is a huge thing, because one of the things that I was waiting for was that cure. What's the next progress? I just have to survive long enough for you people to find it, and I thank you for it. So, when my oncologist retired, it actually synced up with my timing to move back to Los Angeles, and something started showing up again. My CEA started creeping up again. So, for me, my CEAs have always been very solid in telling me something's wrong, pay attention. And so, got in to see Dr. Lenz, sent him a stack of records to go through and these CDs, and he took a look through everything, and in the sweetest way possible, with a big old smile on his face, he looked at me and said, I think I would have poisoned you a bit more with chemo. Well, okay, so what's the path? Well, it turns out we had to continue to monitor. We looked for it in the peritoneum. It was just hiding, and finally we figured out it was the liver lesion, and Dr. Gannett came in and he took it right out, and here I am a week and a half later. But what I really wanted to share is, in between loving your life and living it to the fullest, you have to, as a patient, be so vigilant and diligent in your own research and knowing your own body and what works for you. At one point, there was a new drug called regorafenib that was presented to me as an option, and I flat out said no, because I knew that the side effects from that drug, as well as what I felt at the time and the research that I had done amongst the cancer community of people and patients who were actively in these clinical trials and taking these drugs, it was not worth that quality of life for me, and it was not worth that risk. So we found an alternate. But I would not have known that if I had not myself gone out and looked and found out. Because what I found is doctors appreciate the intelligent conversation as well. They want that feedback of, what is your cutoff? What are your parameters? What are you willing to do and what you're not? So it's so important for you to go out and find out what's going on, because aside from that, you also get a lot of research and support in these patient communities. So, I thank you for letting me share my story with you, and I hope that you all just step out and just